So in previous class we seen that how to download the SAP GUI and how to install the SAP logon and all we seen in previous class. So in this class we will discuss about what is SAP logon and what are all the options we are having in SAP logon pad. These topics we will discuss in this class. Okay. So first we will discuss about SAP logon. SAP logon is a locally installed program that you use to directly log on to SAP system. It mediates between the SAP system and the SAP GU user interface. The SAP logon displays a list of available SAP systems and automatically selects the servers with the best current response time. SAP GUI means graphical user interface. Whatever we downloaded in previous class, that is SAP GUI, we downloaded SAP GUI. So after downloading of SAP GUI and after installation of SAP logon pad, we will get the SAP logon symbol in our desktop. When we click on this SAP logon pad, when you are installed first time, so you cannot see this what these server details and all. You cannot see. You can see blank screen here. Okay, log on to SAP system. Prerequisites to log on to SAP system. Before information, you should have the information like you must know the name of the system and you are in which you are logging on to. Usually, the administrator would have already created a favorite for the system, depending on whether SAP GUI or web link is used to access the logon window. You need your client number, client ID, and your password. When you log on for the first time, you usually need an initial password for the system. You can get this password from your system administrator. Decide which language you want to use for the logon. When you join in any organization or any company, so at the time, and you need to get the details of client number, what is your client number and user ID and password. So these and all details you will get from basis team. Basis consultant will provide these server details and all. Okay, you will get from basis person. Must and should you should know about these details. Then only you can access the SAP system. And procedure, these we will discuss in later. And using SAP logon pad and SAP shortcuts. There are different ways to log on to SAP system by using SAP logon or SAP logon pad and SAP shortcuts. This we will discuss in after a couple of minutes. Yeah, by using SAP logon, we can log on to a system. When we double click on the icon for SAP logon on your desktop, once you install SAP logon pad, then you can see SAP logon icon in your desktop. So by double clicking on SAP logon icon, you can access the SAP. What are all the configurations for SAP logon pad we can do? So we will discuss about those things. When we double click on SAP logon pad, first we can see main window for SAP. This we call it as main window for SAP system. So in this screenshot we can see that the highlighted area like workspace view. The main SAP login window is displayed using the which is selected by default. By default it is selected as a workspace window, workspace view. This view provides the opportunity to create workspaces, which enables an advanced structuring of entries in SAP login. Various views are available from the list box in the upper right corner of the SAP login window. Try the different views to determine which view best fits your requirement. So we'll discuss about the views, what are all the views we are having in SAP window and all. Yeah, here we can see that favorite shortcuts and connections. If we want to create any one more folder, then we can select connections or anyone. Then we can click right click on it. Then we will get two options: add new subfolder, add new entry. So we will select add new subfolder. For this, we can give any name. If I will give test one, click on enter. So we can create subfolder in this connection folder in these connections. If we need any one more new subfolder we need to create, then we can select the test subfolder and click on right click on it, and we can add new subfolder. By this
Okay.
we can create one more subfolders. So okay, so here in main window we can observe that highlighted field we can call it as comment field. So this we can see in SAP system also. This the field whatever the empty screen we are seeing here, this we will call it as comment screen. For example, if we need to log in into any system, the server details, starting of this class only we discussed, right? We need client details. For this we need to client details, user ID, password. We should know before entering to SAP system. So for that, first we need to add our server details in our SAP login pad. Then only we can access directly to SAP system. So for that, we need to add these server details. So when you add the server details, if you are working in any organization, so you will get development server, quality server, production system, like the different systems you will get. And you are working for different clients, then each client you will get uh, sandbox details, golden clients, development servers, quality servers, uh, production servers. Like this different different servers you need to access for working for different organizations. So, if is there any information related to that particular server, you can enter, you can maintain in comment field. Like if I am entering test system. So this it will show whenever you will log in into SAP system. All time it will show this information. If you want to hide this, you can click on display hide comment field. If you hide, so you cannot see the comment field. If you if you click on display, then only you can see the uh, comments, whatever your comments you entered in this comment field. For example, if I want to enter some, I want to need to remember some details about this client, like I will enter development client. So I need not remember which client it is, like that. So I can maintain the comments in this comment field. So like that, all whatever the server details, servers you created in this SAP login pad, you can maintain different comments for different server details. Okay. So for this purpose, we can use this comment field. In S4 HANA, now we are using ECC 7.4 SAP. So in this, you will get the screen like this. If you are working in a latest version like S4 HANA, S4 HANA system, you will get this comment hide, display hide symbol. You will get like this, and comment field screen will be showing like this. Okay. You have the option of displaying a comment field in which comments for individual favorites or SAP shortcuts and connections are shown. One part of the main window is then used to create and display comments for the selected entry. Individual comments cannot be created for connection entries provided by the administrator. In this case, the texts created by the administrator from the central configuration file are displayed in the comment field. Sometimes for some clients, what they will administrator they will uh, enter by default comments in comment field. So at the time we cannot change those comments, just we can see those standard comments in our comment box. And in this screen we are having so many different types of views in our main window screen. First, we will discuss about cell list view. You can change the view of SAP Logon main window by choosing list view in the drop down menu. We will see in SAP also. And one more, tree view. We can change the view of SAP Logon main window by choosing tree window. And Explorer view also we are having in SAP main window. So okay, if we click
Okay.
on Explorer view, now we are in Explorer view. Okay.
Mm.
Like this screen will display. If we click on list view, then the whatever the servers were added in this, so we can see in this like this we can see. If we click on tree view, then it will screen will display in this manner. Okay. So in which view you are comfortable, you can select that view. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the buttons to change our main Windows view. And the Explorer view contains three folders by default: favorites, shortcuts, and connections. Within these three main folders, you can create your own folder structure adapted to your working properties priorities. And now we will discuss about creating and maintaining connections. How to maintain any new connection, how to create new connection, how to edit those connections. We will discuss about this. For example, if you are newly logging into SAP login pad, then you need to create new connections for direct access of SAP system. First, we will see in PDF, then we will come to SAP. Yeah, you will get one new button you can observe in SAP main window. So by clicking on new button, we can choose a new entry, choosing a system from the list. So like this, one next screen will come. Which system you need to select? You can select user specified system. By default, the first entry in the list user specified system is selected. All the system listed below are the user specified system option have been configured by your system administrator, and you are available for selection. Whatever the systems we are having in our business, those systems administrator will provide by default in this screen. In this case, only user specified system, one system only administrator activated this, so that's why we can see by default user specified system. If administrator give an option for selecting two systems, different systems, then it will display one more
One more
system,
icon of
yeah, one more icon. Then only we can select the option here. And after that, when we click on next button, after that we need to select connection type. Here we have two options, group server or and user specified application server. So we can select as per our requirement in this. And when coming to description, here we can enter the description of our system, like development, client, sorry, quality, production, sandbox, like that. And system id will provided by administrator will provide the system id. And server details, message server detail, we will get from administrator. Group server details also we will get from administrator. And when we click on next, this network settings we need to do in next screen. This by default, it will come essentially name, maximum security settings available. This option by default it will, SAP will take. No need to change anything in this screen. Directly we can go to next tab. And that after that, we can select the language. If you need to work any English, then we can select by default language as English. Many languages are available in this screen. So whatever the language you need to display those SAP fields, so you can select the language whichever
can
so then we can by in this way you can create new entry in connections. So we will do in SAP. First you select connections and go to new tab, click on new entry. When you click on new button, you will get this screen. Here by default user specified system, it will display. By clicking on user specified system and click on next tab, so you will get this. As we discussed, we are having two types of connection types: custom application server and group server selection. If we select custom application server, then we need to enter description, ECC. And application server. So before creating any connection, we should have the information about application server details, instance number, and system ID. These we should know, then only we can create connection. So for application server, I am having .9 and instance number 11. These details will provided, administrator will provide these details. Okay. So when you enter these details, application server and instance number, system ID, then you click on next. So this network settings, by default it will select, and click on next. Here you will get the language tab. You can select the languages from this drop down. Whatever the language you want, you can select. If you select a default, then English will come automatically. So and then you need to click on finish. Then the whatever the connection you added here, you can see in this connections list. This we added just now, we added this connection. If you double click on this connection, sorry, I think we entered wrong survey group server details. Yeah, like this we can create the connection. If you want to if you want to do any changes in this connection, then select this connection and click on edit option. Then you will get the screen to change the details. Okay, if you want to change do any changes like this, you can change. For example, if you want to delete this any connection, so select the connection and click on this delete option. So then you will delete the, you can delete. For example, if I want to delete this connection, so select this SAP connection and click on delete option. So system will ask whether you need to delete the entry, really you want to delete like that. So if you click on yes, then the connection will be deleted. Like that we can delete the. So if you want, and just now we created this connection, if you double click on this connection, then system will ask client details. By default client ID it will show. If you want to change, you can change the client details, and you need to enter user ID, and you need to enter password initial. Whenever you are logging into first time, then administrator will provide one password. So first time you will provide the that password, and once you click on enter, then it system will ask to change your password. So from next time onwards, you can log in with your latest password. So like this you can, we can create new connections. Okay,
Okay.
did you understand, Viresh? So now we discussed how to create new connection, how to change edit new
Hmm.
connections, and how to delete the connections.
Yes.
So we are having two connections types, right? Two connection types, right? Custom application server
So
and
client.
group server.
Hmm.
So if administrator will provide group server details, then we can select group server and we can create connection. If administrator provided custom application server details, then we can select custom application server as connection type, and we can create new connection. Same procedure we will follow for both. Okay, there is no changes.
Hmm.
Just the details will get changed. If you want to edit the connection, then we are having option, we are having symbol uh, edit button. By clicking on that, we can edit the connection. As we discussed, by selecting the connection and by clicking on delete button, we can delete the entry also. So here we are having context menu of connection entries. Now we created this connection. If we right click on this, we are having views, different large icons, small icons, list details like this. We will get options. If we click on large icons, so these connections will show it in this manner. We can see in this manner. If we right click on any connection and go to view, and if we select small icons, system will display in like this. If we select list, then system will display like this. And if you want to see the details, then system will display in this manner. So you can observe that now we are selected details option. That's why we can see SID, system ID number, group server details, instance number. These details also we can see in this screen. If we select list, then only list will be displayed here. Okay, here we cannot find the details of any connection like server details, instance number and all. If we select large icon, small icon, then it will show icons. Okay, so now we are in display details option. That's why system ID details and all we can see in the screen. So already we seen that how to create subfolders and all, right? And then coming to shortcuts. Shortcuts allow you to start SAP transactions, run reports, or execute system commands directly after logging onto a specific system. When you open the shortcuts folder for a very first time, it may be empty. If your system administrator has already created entries, you can immediately log on using these. Entries specified by the administrator using a server configuration file are displayed with a slight different text color and cannot be changed. If we will see in normal case how we will execute any transaction means, if we select on connection folder, just now we created this connection, right? We double click on this connection and system will ask for client details. We will select client details and we will give user id, user 200, and we will provide password and we will select language and click on enter. Then we can access SAP easy access screen. Here we will enter T code in which report we need to execute. For example, I need to execute IH08 T code for equipment list. Then I will click on enter, and when I execute it, then this report I can see this report, right? So for example, if we created shortcut for this transaction code, so for that we go to select the shortcuts folder, click on new tab. Here we can give title, equipment, transaction, IH08, which T code you need to enter. Here you need to enter T code here, and here we need to select the system, and we need to enter details, client details and user details. User 200, user id you need to enter here. Okay, and click on next and finish. The shortcut will be created.
Hmm.
So once you click on this, double click on this shortcut, system will ask password. When you click enter password and click on login, then automatically IH08 T code will be executed. So no need of enter into SAP easy access screen, and you need to give T code here in command field. Then you need to execute. Then only it will take time, right? If you want to execute regularly, you want to execute those some reports. For that reports, you can create shortcuts. By creating shortcuts, you can directly access those reports or transaction codes. In this way, we can use this shortcut option. Is it clear, Viresh? Okay. So in shortcuts also uh, we are having option to edit also. If we select any shortcut and click on edit, if you want to change any transaction code, then you can change the transaction codes and all. If you want to change description, we can change the description also. So if you want to delete this shortcut, you can select the shortcut and click on delete option. Then system will ask, uh, do you really want to delete? If you click on yes, then it will delete, and if you click on no, so it will get cancelled. So like this we can create shortcuts and edit shortcuts. In shortcut menu also we are having different views. If you select icon, large icon, small icon, list details, these views we can select in shortcut also, as we discussed in connections. And here we are having one more folder, favorites. In this, so whatever the connections we created, yeah, from this, if you want to in this you want to select any connection as a favorite, so you can select those connection and you can drag it to favorite folder, then it will
Mm.
get added into favorite folder.
Okay.
So by this we can, if you have any favorite uh, connections, then you can maintain in favorites option also. Here also you can create new subfolders by clicking, by right click on favorites folder, shortcuts and connections. Here also we can see the view, different views like large icon, small icon, list details. These options we will get in favorites also. Yeah, as we discussed, if you created new connection, then you need to uh, log on to any connection. So system will, if you double click on any connection, so system will ask for client ID, user ID, and password, and you would need to select the language, and then you need to click on enter. If you are a new user, then system will ask for initial password change. You can change the new initial password. From next onwards, you can log in with this new password only. After the entering of these user ID details, you can click on enter. Then you will get into SAP screens. So till now we seen how to log in into SAP screen. So now how to log in off from SAP screen. This we will see in this. Okay. In the menu bar, we can choose log off by selecting the log off option from menu bar. Also we can log off from SAP screen. We are having two options by logging off SAP system. In the menu bar, choose more and go to system and go to log off. In this way we can log off. Okay. And one more option is click the button at the upper right hand corner of the screen. So like this we will get one cross symbol. So by clicking on cross symbol also we can log off from SAP system. When we click on log off button, system will ask, you want to log off, do you want to log off? Then if you click on yes, then system will get log off. If you click on no, then it will remain in the same screen in whatever the screen you are in. Okay.
Mm.
So we'll see it in SAP system. If you double click on any connection, system will ask to enter client ID.
Mm.
You enter client ID and user ID. User ID having no case sensitive. Password having case sensitive. So you need to enter password here and you need to select their language and click on enter. This button will represent enter. Okay. By clicking on this enter button, system access we will get into SAP screen. So if you want to log off this SAP screen, we are having two options. One is, this is the menu bar. Here, if you select system, go to system and click on log off. By this, system will use do you want to log off. If you click on yes, then SAP will log off, screen will be log off. If you click on no, you will be remain in that same screen only. And we have one more option to log off. By clicking, you can see the top right corner, one cross symbol is there, right? Close. If you click on this cross symbol, then also we can log off the SAP screen. If you click on yes, then we will get log off the from SAP screen. So like that, we are having two options to log off the SAP screen. Yeah, if you want to know about the version of SAP Logon, then whenever you click on Logon pad in your desktop, here we are having one option. One option is that by click on this symbol and come to and select about SAP Logon. If you select about SAP Logon, then you can see the details of which version we are using. Like this SAP Logon details we can see in this. Okay, these shortcuts and all we discussed already, right? Yeah, now we'll discuss about elements of an SAP GUI window. First, we will discuss about these elements. Okay, when you enter into SAP connection, any connection, and when you enter into SAP screen, you will you can see the top details like document, edit, go to, utilities. These options you can see. This we can call it as main menu bar. In main menu, we can see document, edit, go to, utilities, development, system, help. These options we will get. Okay, and more menu also we can see it in SAP screen. And this we will call it as title bar. Here, edit documents, initial screen is there, right? This area we can call it as title bar. And below the title bar, symbols we can see. This we will call it as header option. Okay, and below that header we can the all the area screen we can call it a screen area, and below the screen we can see the system information area. This we will see it in SAP. Actually, this screen in S4 HANA, if you are logging into S4 HANA, then you can see the options like this. If you are in ECC version, then the options will be like this. This we will call it as menu bar. In menu bar, we can see document, edit, go to, utilities, development, system, help, these details. Okay, and the document maintenance initial screen. This field we can call it as title bar. This is all we can call it as screen area, and this is the status bar. Below the bottom of the SAP screen, we can call it as status bar. Okay. Yeah. First, we will see what are all the options we are having in menu bar. So in menu bar, we are having system. One option is there. In this, we can create new sessions and user profiles, and log off option also will a log off option will be available in system option. Okay, and help provides various forms of online help. If you want to, uh, if you are having any doubt, then you can. If you want to any information, So if you click on help, then it will provide online help forms there. If you click on object, here we are having different options like display, change, print, exit. These options you will get in object field. In if you select edit, it allows to edit or copy, cancel. These options you will get in edit option. And go to extras. These options we will get in menu bar. If we see it in SAP, yeah, this is the menu bar top area. We can call it as menu bar. These are the standard toolbar. We can call it as standard toolbar. This below that menu bar. Okay, this is the title area, and this is the system screen area. And below the SAP screen, we can see that user details and all. This is the status bar.
Status bar.
If you have any error message or any warning, then you can see it in status bar. You can see the error details. Okay, and here we can see the details of the screen, in which system you are in and in which client you are working in, user details, and the program, in which program you are working in which transaction you are working, what is the response time, interpretation time. These details you can see in this area. Okay, this is represents the system name. If you are if you are in working in real time scenario, then you have a development server, client server, quality and production server, right? So for that, each server will maintain one name. Like if you are in development server, then it will start with uh, ECCD. If you are in quality, ECCQ. Like that's one specific name they will create for representation. So that by seeing this, we can get to know that, yeah, now we are in development server or quality or production, like that. So those options we will get in this. So we coming to menu bar. If you click on menu, here we will get options. We can create a role, display role. These options we will get in business workplace. These options we will get in menu option. If you come to edit, from here we can execute any transaction code, or execute in new window, create shortcut on the desktop if you want to create. In favorite tab also we are having options like add, change, move, delete, insert and transactions. These options we will get in favorite tab. If you want to add any transaction code as a favorite, then you need to go to favorite, click on insert any folder, insert transaction, click on insert transaction, and whatever the transaction code you want to add as a favorite, then you enter it here, and you can see in favorite list the transaction code. Like this we can add favorite transaction codes. And in extras, uh, we're having the technical details, settings. These options we will get in extras. In system, new GUI window. If you want to open one more session in this, so
Tab.
yeah, one more screen, then if you click on new GUI window, then one more screen we will access. Okay, this option we will having in a system tab or close window. And if you want to log off, yeah, as we discussed, we can log off from this option. And if you have any help, you want any help, you can select the application help or SAP library, release notes. These From this we can get help. Okay, this is the about menu bar. Command fields. When coming to command fields, this is called enter option. And first we will see in this description, in this field. Yeah, when coming to standard toolbar, these are all the icons we will get in toolbar. Okay, this we will call it as enter. confirms the data you selected or entered on the screen. It will confirm whenever you want to confirm by you can click on enter sim icon. And next one is command field. If you want to execute any transaction code, you need to enter the transaction code in command field. And next one is save icon. You want to save any data or any transaction data, so for that you need to click on save icon. And you can see the back icon. If you want to come back to any screen or any stage, from one stage to one stage another stage, you can click on back icon, or this will call it as exit. Closes the current function without saving any data. Return to the initial or menu screen. If you click on this exit icon, current function will get closed without saving any data. Okay, and one more icon is there like cancel icon. Closes the open application without saving data. If you click on cancel icon, then system will closes the open applications without saving data. Like same function as cancel exit. uh, and one more icon is there, print. If you want to take any print for any data, so you can click on print option. Prints data on the current screen. And this icon is search icon. Searches for requested data on the current screen. In current screen, if you want to select search any data, so by using search option we can select, we can find. And this is the find next. Searches further for requested data on the current screen. And this is first page. If you click on this icon, we will go to first page. If you click on this previous page icon, scrolls to the previous page. And if you click on next page, goes to the next page. If you click on last page, goes to the last page. These are all the. And one more icon is there, create new session. By clicking on system, there also we can create new session from system option from menu bar. And one more icon also we can icon also available in toolbar. So this is the create new session. If you click on this icon, you can create new SAP session. And this is creates a shortcut. If you want to create enables you to create a shortcut on your desktop to an SAP report or transaction or any application. And if you click on this help icon, if you want any help, or one more shortcut is there, F1 option. Okay. And this, if you click on this settings icon, customizing local layout, if you want to customize local layout, then you can click on customizing local layout. Now we will see this toolbar in SAP. Okay, this is enter. If you want to enter in into any transaction, or if you want to select anything, so by clicking on this enter
Directly.
icon, we can get into those transaction codes. This is the
Yes.
transaction bar. Command field, or we can call it a command field. If you want to give any command, like if you want to execute any transaction or report, you need to enter the transaction code in a transaction code in this command field. Okay. And this is the save option. If you want to save any data, then you need to click on save icon. This is the back option. For example, if you are in any T code, if you want to come back, then you need to click on back option. Then you will get into initial screen. Or if you want to, this is the exit option. If you click on this exit, it will exit from current screen and without saving any data. Or if you are in any transaction code, if you want to cancel those, and it will close the current session and you will get into initial screen. And this is the print. If you want to print in current screen, current session, so by clicking this print icon, you can get print out. or if you want to find anything data from current session, you by selecting this find option, you can find any data from current screen. Find the next option. For example, if you are having multiple pages in current screen, so by clicking this you can get into first page and previous page, next page, and last page. These options will use. And here we are having one more icon like creates new session. If you click on this create new session, then we can create new session, one more new session. Like this we can create multiple new sessions. I think 6 new sessions we can open at a time. Okay. And one more icon is there, create shortcut. If you want to generate any shortcut, then we can click here. Okay. And this is the help option. If you want any help, like for example, if you don't know about this area, about this field, if you put cursor here and click on F1 for help option, or F1, if you click on F1, then our performance assistance will get opened. In this area, what we will call it as, now whatever we are saying is command. This is called as command field. How it will execute, what is the command field, these information you will get in this. Okay. If you want to technical any technical details, then you if you select technical details, then in which program you are in which screen you are in, these details you can get it from help option or F1 option. This is the use of F1 option. And one more option is that customize local layout. If you want to customize the local layout, then you can select the customize local layout option or alt F12 option. This is the toolbar, about toolbar. And coming to title bar, this SAP easy access, the title it is showing here, right? This we will call it as title bar. And these application toolbar, and these are all the application tools. Like these these are all we can call it as application tools, like SAP menu. Here if you click on this SAP menu, you will get, and this is the SAP business workplace. If you are having any workflows or in your business, then you need to access the workflow inbox from this option, SAP business workplace. Okay. And other menu option is there. If you want to create any other menu, then we are having menu option. If you want to add any transaction code as a favorite, then you can select from here also. And change favorites also, we are having favorites move down, favorites up, move favorites up, icon is there. If you want to create any new role, from this we can create new rules. Okay. These are all the options we are having in application toolbar. And status information, uh, general information about the SAP system and transaction or application you are working on is displayed on a GUI screen. System or application messages are displayed at the bottom left side of the page. In bottom left side of the of SAP screen, status will get generated. Generally we will get three types of messages. Okay. If we get with this icon identifies an error message and identifies a warning message. If you get a yellow warning message, then you will get this, like this symbol. So if you are successfully executed any transaction, then you will get the identified a successful message. Successful message will come in, shows in status information bar. These are all the status fields. The status fields are on lower right edge of the page. Okay. If you click on the arrow symbol, So you will get about the system, in which system you are in which client you are working in which user ID, program name, transaction name, response time. These all we will get in this option. Okay. For example, if you do any transaction, if you click on save, the status successful status message will shown in status bar like this with green tick mark. If you did any, for example, if I entered any equipment number like this, so system throws error message with red color symbol. Okay, so like this,
Okay.
warning messages, error messages, and successful messages will be shown in this status.
This is error message. Huh?
Yeah, this is the error message. If you get while doing any transaction or executing any transaction or anything, any program, if you get like this, means you are doing any, you are entering any error message, wrong data, or giving any wrong data. At the time system will throws error message like this. It will display, so what is the error also it will display equipment number not in external number interval. So particular error will be displayed here. Okay, and as we discussed here, we can see, if you click on this arrow, down arrow, we can see the in which system you are in which client you are in which user ID, program name, and all. Okay. Or for example, if you want to, we are having customized local layout option is there, right? If you click on customize local layout option, if you want, click on options, you will get the options: visual design, for example, visual design, interaction design, accessibility and scripting, multilingual settings. These settings option will get from this customized setting option. If you want to change the theme, like how the output display will come, if you want to change this screen theme, by click on visual design, expand this visual design, and click on theme preview or settings. If you want to change any theme, you can select from here. Okay, and if you want to change the font size,
Mm.
if you want to change any font size, by select the font settings and click here, click on select option, and click size, in which size you need to select, and which font style you want, and font, which font you want. These options we can get in this customized settings. And branding, if you want any title there, you can give it in title. Color settings, if you want to see the screen like this, gold color. If you want to see the SAP screen in green color, purple, red, SAP signature default. By this we can select the color settings also, we can change the color settings also from this screen. Okay, in coming to interaction design, keyboard settings, if you want to select any keyboard settings, you can change the settings from here. And visualizations, notifications, controlling settings, sound settings, these and all we can change from here. Okay, for example, if you want to select any theme, then you can select the theme and click on apply. For example, if I select the this theme, and I will click on apply, and if you click on OK, then it will get changed to this theme. Okay,
Okay.
by activating these tabs, activating high contrast theme, or use user color style icon, system will be display screen will be displayed like this. If you deselect this, it will display like this. Click on apply and click on OK, and exit from SAP screen, log off from SAP screen, and again log in into SAP screen. Then you will get the uh, whatever the changes you did, system will get updated with that settings. Okay, by clicking this customize local layout, we can get the options. By this, we can change any theme or font size and all. Okay, this is about general information about SAP screen. So in this class, we discussed about how to uh, create connections in SAP screen, and how to create shortcuts, and how to create favorites, and how to log in into SAP, and how to log off from SAP screen, and what are all the screen options we are having in SAP screen, like menu bar, title bar, tool bar, uh, status bar, like this information bar.
Mm.
So today we discussed about what are all the options we are having in SAP screen. Okay.
Okay.
Chris, are you having any doubts?
No, nothing.
Okay, so for that's it for today's session, and we'll come up with new topics in coming classes. Okay.